One shocking confession, one silent signature. Two moments that shattered the Brown family forever. Tonight, we uncover how a single sentence and one land deed turned sister wives' dream into betrayal. Was Coyote Pass the real price of Robyn's love? Part 1. Kody, I don't think I ever saw them as my own. Those words, once whispered in a private moment, have become a public bombshell. For years, fans have questioned Robyn's relationship with Kody's older children, Garrison, Madison, Hunter, and the OG siblings from his earlier marriages. Some said she was distant. Some said she guarded her heart. Today, they point to that inadvertent admission as proof. But to understand why this moment matters, you must go back. Kody Brown has had multiple marriages. His children from his first and second wives, Meri, Christine, and others, are part of this extended clan. When Robyn arrived, she became stepmother to a large brood, some grown, some young. Over time, rumors swirled. Did she bond with them? Did she love them as her own? Was Robyn ever their mother in name or only in title? Between public appearances and social media snippets, fans have long speculated emotional distance, favoritism, sidelined roles. But no one expected what would come next. The seeds of tension were planted early. Former cast interviews recall Robyn staying in her own sphere during group events. Social media fans share threads accusing her of excluding Garrison or not posting about him. Rachel Brown, Kody's daughter, once hinted she felt excluded from Robyn's inner circle. In family gatherings, Robyn would sit with her younger kids, rarely with the older ones. Each allegation has been met with defense. Robyn claimed she cares for all, loves them, but no direct admission, until now. What changed to make her speak so candidly? Late in a confessional filmed for the latest season, Robyn, in quiet anguish, whispers the now infamous line, "I didn't see them as my own." It was meant to express complicity, guilt, or fear, but it immediately triggered firestorms. Millions of fans responded, "How could she say that? All this time she hid how she felt. She never loved Garrison." The backlash was swift. Meanwhile, family insiders speak in hushed tones. Some believe the line was taken out of context. Others say it was years in the making, the pressure cooker finally blew. As outrage spreads, the investigation shifts backstage. In the recording, Robyn is referencing emotional ownership, not lack of love. She uses seeing them as her own to express guilt over favorite child dynamics. A hidden camera cut later reveals Kody consoling her, saying, "They all know you love them." Soon, a previously unseen clip surfaces a twist that turns the narrative inside out. In a private conversation months earlier, Kody himself admits he discouraged Robyn from claiming the older children publicly, instructing her to maintain distance for the sake of family politics. That revelation reframes Robyn's confession entirely. Was it coerced, conditioned, or taught? If Kody pushed it all along, is Robyn a villain or a victim? One wife's emotional restraint shaped by another's hierarchy. When the twist dropped, social media blew. The airtime for speculation turned into outright war. Twitter threads: Kody gaslighting Robyn to stay distant. YouTube reaction channels: Robyn never told us this was controlled. Fan letters to the older children: we're sorry you were marginalized. Meanwhile, inside the Brown family, fault lines crack. Some siblings confront Kody on message threads. Others reach out to Robyn with support or condemnation. Robyn posts a cryptic message: I never meant to hurt anyone. How does a confession so small force an entire family to choose sides? With social momentum building, some of Kody's older children stop speaking in interviews altogether. Others cautiously open up. I always felt like she was polite, but not present. Others defend her. She showed up for us in crisis. The debate splits fans and family alike. Each week later, has anything changed, or is the damage irreversible? Robyn releases a statement. My words were clumsy. My heart has always cared. Kody remains mostly silent, his public persona tested. Garrison posts a photo. Caption: Family is complicated. Some fans flood the older children's social handles with support, yet the scars linger. Fans debate: can trust be rebuilt? Will Robyn ever be truly accepted by the OG kids? Is forgiveness possible, or is this the end of her acceptance? Through confidential interviews, insiders suggest the path forward will require vulnerability, apology, and transparency. Some propose a mediated family therapy session. Others say the divide may widen. In the end, Robyn's accidental confession was more than just words. It was a mirror reflecting years of strain, hidden dynamics, and unresolved pain. The twist, that Kody may have guided her emotional distance, shakes the narrative. Robyn was not just the cold stepmother in fans' eyes, but also a player in a network of instructions, expectations, and power structures. Where do we go from here? This story isn't just about reality TV. It's about blended families, silenced voices, and the costs of emotional labor. Many women watching know what it's like to feel unseen. And this drama forces us to ask, when you're in a family of many, who gets love and who stays invisible? Share in the comments. Do you think Robyn meant harm, or was she held captive by silence? Send this video to someone who's ever felt unseen. Let's open a conversation about belonging, family, and voice. In a world built on image and perception, one misstep can upend everything, but sometimes the truth, messy, complicated, is the only path toward healing. Part 2. Coyote Pass, a 12-acre plot in Flagstaff, Arizona, once represented hope. Back in 2018, Kody Brown proudly told cameras that each wife would get her share, and together they'd build their forever homes. But that dream came with hidden debts, complex ownership, and a silent imbalance no one talked about until fans uncovered the paperwork. Yes, Kody and Robyn, who share finances, own half of Coyote Pass combined. Meri and Janelle, each on their own, hold only 25% apiece. And Christine? She sold her portion when she left. But what happens when fair on paper isn't fair in the heart? To many fans, this wasn't just about land. It was about justice. Years of sacrifice, favoritism, and broken promises culminated in this uneven split. From the very beginning, the dream was doomed. While Meri lived in a rented house, Robyn bought a massive $900,000 home financed by the same family pot. Fans noticed. They tracked mortgage records, tax filings, even land maps. They found the truth. Robyn's quarter wasn't equal, it was double-dipped, protected by shared finances with Kody. Why do Robyn and Kody get 2 shares? Split it in thirds. They're one financial unit. Every fan forum, every Reddit thread echoed the same cry, unfair. But while fans debated, something deeper was happening behind the cameras. Inside the Brown family, resentment grew silently. Janelle, the pragmatic one, wanted to build soon. Meri, often isolated, stayed quiet. And Robyn? She avoided confrontation. What if the map of the land mirrored the map of betrayal? By 2021, tension exploded. Christine left the marriage. Janelle questioned her future. And Coyote Pass, once a dream, became a battlefield. Janelle: you and Robyn have your house. The rest of us are still waiting. That single line became a lightning strike across the fandom. Fans replayed it millions of times, seeing it not as a marital spat, but a revelation. Then came the twist. The legal documents surfaced. When viewers learned that Kody and Robyn jointly own a full half of Coyote Pass, outrage turned to fury. It wasn't just emotional favoritism. It was financial imbalance baked into the family's foundation. And yet, the biggest secret was still to come. As fans dissected the deeds, one shocking fact emerged. The land taxes, thousands per year, are paid through a shared account managed by Kody and Robyn. Meaning, even Meri and Janelle's supposed equal shares depend on Robyn's financial approval. The independence they thought they had never existed. You can't build freedom on borrowed land. That revelation flipped everything. Fans realized that Meri and Janelle had been waiting for a future built on promises Kody never intended to fulfill. Was Coyote Pass always meant to be Robyn's kingdom? The internet erupted. Robyn's greed ruined the family. It's always been Kody Robyn versus everyone else. Coyote Pass is the final straw. Podcasts, tabloids, and talk shows covered the feud. Even former Sister Wives crew members hinted that something was off from day one. The land became more than property. It became a symbol of betrayal, hierarchy, and pain. Meri, once loyal, faced the truth. She was financially stranded. Janelle, strong and self-reliant, walked away from shared dreams. And Robyn? She clung to her quarter, the only stable ground left. Coyote Pass was never just dirt and dust, it was the family's graveyard. In the end, the land meant to unite the Browns divided them forever. Each acre now stands as a silent witness to promises broken, loyalty tested, and love corrupted by money. Fans didn't just see greed, they saw injustice. This story isn't just about real estate. It's about fairness, womanhood, and the hidden cost of standing last in line when love and loyalty are sold as equality. For thousands of women watching across America, Coyote Pass became a warning. Don't let your worth be measured by what someone else allows you to own. Do you think Robyn and Kody deserve half of Coyote Pass, or should it be divided equally among the wives? Join the conversation. Because truth, just like land, must be claimed before it's taken away. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. It started in 2018. Kody Brown promised his wives a shared future on a vast piece of Arizona land called Coyote Pass. 4 sections, equal parts for equal love. But in the Brown family, equality was an illusion. The contracts filed with the county showed 25% for each Meri, Janelle, Kody, and Robyn. Yet, because Kody and Robyn shared finances, their combined share was 50%, half the land, half the power. Fair on paper or favoritism disguised as love? At the time, Christine was still in the picture, hopeful, trusting. But beneath the smiles, resentment was already forming like cracks in the Arizona clay. Years later, in a quiet interview, Robyn spoke words no one expected. I didn't see them as my own. The room fell silent. For fans, those 7 words confirmed what they'd suspected for a decade, that Robyn had always kept her distance from Kody's older children. In 2013, in Season 8 of Sister Wives, Robyn told TLC, "It takes time to blend a family this big." Back then, viewers gave her grace. Now, they call it foreshadowing. She ignored Garrison for years. She cried for Kody, but never for his kids. This confession just proved what we felt. The confession was meant to show guilt, but instead it revealed division. Because at the same time she said those words, the family was quietly dividing something far bigger than emotions. They were dividing the land. Was the confession time to distract from the Coyote Pass paperwork? Legal records from Flagstaff County confirm the split, each quarter valued at roughly $220,000. Yet Robyn already lived in a nearly $1 million home bought outright with shared family funds. Fans cried foul. On Reddit, one post garnered over 8,000 upvotes. Why does Robyn get a quarter and half of Kody's? On Facebook, Janelle supporters wrote, "She's the only one who worked for her share." The debate was no longer about land. It was about justice for the wives who built Kody's dream from scratch. Every acre had a story, and every story had a price. Weeks after Robyn's confession aired, a fan-run YouTube channel dug up a hidden detail. The Coyote Pass property taxes were paid not by 4 individuals, but through a joint account in the name of Kody and Robyn Brown LLC. That meant Meri and Janelle weren't just sharing land, they were dependent on Robyn's approval to pay for it. The twist changed everything. Fans realized the emotional confession and the financial maneuvering were 2 sides of the same coin, a pattern of isolation and control. Was Robyn confessing her heart or covering her tracks? Within days, hashtags trended. #Justice for Janelle and #Free Coyote Pass. YouTube comment sections became therapy groups for women who'd lived through similar favoritism and financial imbalance. My ex did the same thing, put everything in his new wife's name. Watching Meri is like watching myself 10 years ago. Beyond the screen, the story hit a nerve about fairness, independence, and the cost of devotion. Kody and Robyn remained silent publicly, but their actions spoke volumes: joint tax payments, shared debt, and united ownership over what once was a family dream. If Coyote Pass belongs to them now, what's left for everyone else? Robyn's words in the land division weren't two stories, they were one warning. When love and money mix, truth gets buried beneath the soil you swore to share. For Meri and Janelle, the dream of Coyote Pass is gone. For fans, the lesson remains: you can't build a family on unequal ground. Maybe the real inheritance was never the land, but the lesson we take from it. Let's rewind to 2010, back to the very first chapter of Sister Wives. Robyn had just joined the family, and Kody declared, "Love should be multiplied, not divided." It sounded like a promise carved in stone. But over the next decade, that promise weathered move after move, from Lehigh to Las Vegas to Flagstaff, and with each relocation came a new mortgage, a new plan, and a little less unity. When Christine warned that balance was slipping, no one listened. When Janelle begged to build, delays mounted. Each memory now feels like a breadcrumb leading straight to Coyote Pass. Under Arizona's community property law, assets acquired during marriage belong equally to both spouses. That single clause changed everything. Because Kody and Robyn are legally married, their combined stake effectively doubles their influence. County filings list the payer of record as Kody Brown LLC, giving them control over tax payments, zoning submissions, and resale approval. Meri and Janelle may each hold paper deeds, but any building permit, resale, or land improvement requires joint authorization from the controlling LLC. In practice, the wives don't share ownership, they share permission, and that subtle distinction turned a dream of independence into financial dependence. For many women watching, this wasn't just TV, it was déjà vu. On TikTok, one viewer wrote, "I handed my ex the house title because he said it was easier for taxes. I never got it back." Another commented, "Janelle's strength kept me from doing the same." Across Facebook groups and Reddit threads, fans shared their own Coyote Pass moments, times when trust outweighed caution and love masked imbalance. This collective empathy transformed the show into a cautionary tale about emotional labor, financial equity, and what happens when partnership becomes possession. Outrage turned into organized analysis. Fans plotted spreadsheets of acreage, mortgage totals, even estimated property values. Comments flooded in. "She got the land and the mansion, the rest got leftovers." Janelle built dreams while Robyn built equity. Meri's loyalty was her silent loss. What started as entertainment became an online investigation, a digital courtroom where viewers demanded accountability from the Browns and empathy for the wives who stayed loyal too long. Maybe someday, the wind across Coyote Pass will erase the boundaries drawn in pain, but its story will remain etched in every viewer who saw their own reflection in the dust. Because fairness isn't about acreage or signatures, it's about dignity. And for women everywhere, the Brown saga is more than gossip. It's a lesson in reclaiming your worth before someone else writes your deed. If this story made you think, hold on to that thought and hold on to your voice. Silence built this divide. Speaking up can tear it down. If you believe fairness still matters, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Should Robyn and Kody keep half of Coyote Pass, or should the wives take it back? Next week, inside the Brown finances, the secret loans and the house that ended the dream, only on this channel. Coyote Pass, a dream bought with love and paid for with silence.